Hi, this is Nicole Derrick. I will be presenting Web-Based Social Cognition of American and Islamic Cultures. The persuasive use of web-based platforms has fundamentally transformed social cognition and reshaping cultural norms and altering individual perceptions by fostering new modes of interaction, information, and identity formation. So, how do cultural differences influence the ways individuals perceive and interpret social cues? First, let's look at what is web-based social cognition. Web-based social cognition are perceptions we form about other people based on the information they provide online. In a nutshell, web-based social cognition examines how our online experiences shape our understanding of others and the world around us. Sabates, 2012, page 96. Cultural perceptions vary widely. Culture profoundly shapes our perceptions of others and ourselves. Depending on where you were born, it will impact everything from what you eat to how you eat and even when you eat. It even shapes what you wear, what you do for a career, even political choices. Western cultures tend to embrace a more individualistic culture, while Eastern cultures tend to embrace more of a collectivism culture. They do have some commonalities, though, like building close social relationships, following rules established by their communities, and engaging in important rituals. Within each region, nation, and community, there is individual variations. People who share a culture never think or act in exactly the same way. Western cultures prioritize individualism, the rights, independence, and self-interest of individuals, which impacts our online interactions, focusing more on self-expression and personal opinions. Eastern cultures place a value in collectivism, emphasizing the well-being of the group or community as a whole. They tend to prioritize group harmony and collective goals, leading to a more community-oriented online behavior. If we look at some of the key differences between American culture and Islamic culture, you can see that Americans tend to lean more heavily towards Christianity and the Holy Trinity. The Islamic culture believes in Islam and that Allah is the supreme ruler and only God. We tend to have English as our primary language, allowing us to communicate with others within the globe. And in the Islamic culture, they have various languages, including Urdu, Arab, and various others. Our culture revolves heavily around literature and the history of different cultural literature. And the Islamic culture revolves around more towards Islamic studies and passages from the Quran. In our American culture, we have free press and can freely express our views and opinions, whereas free press is heavily censored by the monarchy in the Islamic culture. Americans can marry whomever they want, regardless of gender or even nationality. Yadiv, no date. Whereas in the Islamic culture, they may express interest in marriage, but must refrain from engaging in an illicit relationship until they are actually married. Yadiv, no date. If we look at the similarities, both religions started in the Garden of Adam and Eve. Both cultures emphasize community and helping those in need. Our languages are based on alphabets. So this allows both cultures to communicate and contribute to their societies. Both cultures embrace literature and higher learning, placing an importance of education. We also have expression through the media, so both cultures have a media influence. And again, freedom to choose whom they want to marry. And in both of the cultures, they emphasize individual consent. So a marriage is only considered valid if both parties genuinely agree to it. What surprised me and stood out to me is that free speech is still being censored in the Islamic culture by the government. So the government and monarchy have direct ownership of media outlets, and stringent censorship laws limiting what can be published or broadcasted. Marriages seem to be valued and upheld more highly in Islamic culture than they do in America. Islam marriage is considered a sacred contract and religious duty. Families play a significant role in the decision of the marriage, ensuring compatibility and providing support. So, this does change my perception. If we go back to the very beginning, everything started with God and his creation and the Garden of Eden. Genesis 1:27 states, "So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them." From my limited scope of perception, I never wrap my brain around the fact that there is no mention of race or racial hierarchy in the Bible. Understanding the Bible promotes the idea of a single human race can influence how we view other cultures and religions. For instance, recognizing the shared humanity and dignity of all people can foster greater respect and empathy towards Islamic culture. This perspective encourages us to look beyond stereotypes and prejudices that are often perpetuated online and in the media. Thank you.